Hello everybody, Storm here, and welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we kind of went over the clearing that I did of the bug nests, and then began working on extending the rail line here through the water to the north into the new area that we're going to start building all of the new facilities in. So got that mostly taken care of. Last episode. Now, as we're doing with these update episodes, I'm doing a lot of work on my own over the course of the week. And so, as you can see, I've gotten a bunch of construction done here. So, what the plan is, or was to work on the new acid production facilities first, because we're going to need the acids for the new mines, we're going to need the acids for the new ore purification, for the foundry, for the new electronics facility. We're going to need the stuff, for everything. So, new acids first. So, here, let's just kind of go over what we're doing here. This is the new sulfuric acid production. So we have this coal mine here, this coal deposit that we're mining. And then that coal is getting crushed. The crushed coal is being sent to these liquefiers that are doing the clean coal to coke and sulfuric wastewater. So it's producing sulfuric wastewater and coke. Sulfuric wastewater is then getting sent to the hydro plants to be turned into purified water, mineralized water, and sulfur. Dumping the mineralized water. We don't need it for anything, at least not at the moment. And if I were going to do mineralized water, I'd do it probably a different way. Take the sulfur, make the sulfur dioxide using oxygen, which we're getting from the standard way. Air filters, compressed air, chemical plants to split it into nitrogen and oxygen, and then, oxygen here into, sulfur dioxide into sulfuric acid. And this should produce 1,000 sulfuric acid per second, if my numbers are right. They should be. Now, to make the purified water, I'm using more of the coal into boilers rather than using electric boilers, because electric boilers just consume electricity like nobody's business. So, decided to go with the standard, coal-fired boilers instead, because we have the coal, so why not? Making steam, condensing the steam into purified water. Also using the purified water that comes out of these things. So it should be running. Sending the coke into a silo, dumping the excess, and then running that coke and the sulfuric acid into a loading area over here for this. Because we're going to need the coke for the foundry. We're going to need the coke to make, I think steel needs it. Iron might need it as well, and it's also used to make carbon, so we'll need carbon as well. We'll need it for carbon. And then I went ahead and did a whole duplicate of the exact same thing. So I have now 2 facilities that are basically doing the same thing, so I can produce 2,000, in theory, 2,000 sulfuric acid per second. And then I split those up into two separate loading areas so that 2 trains can get service at the same time with sulfuric acid. Because what I'm thinking of doing is moving some trains from the existing sulfuric acid, the old sulfuric acid facility, up here to get their acid, to take some load off. So that is something I might do. I'll have to take a look at things and make decisions on that. So, also, I got the nitric acid production. We needed ore for the catalysts, so copper, iron, silver, and aluminum. Oh, you need to be blue. There you go. And, hydrogen from water, electrolysis. And then running through the whole process of making ammonia gas, of making nitrogen monoxide gas, of making nitrogen dioxide gas, and of making the nitric acid. By just using, again, air and water to do that. And then that is loaded over here at a rate of 1,000 per second as well. Again, as long as my numbers are right. So that's good. So the next thing that I'm going to need to do is work on hydrofluoric acid, which is going to need fluoride ore. Now I've scaled this thing for 60, which I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Let me just do a bit of some calculations here. So if we're going to do a hydrofluoric acid, synthesis hydrofluoric acid, and I want to do 1,000 per second. And we are on per second. It's going to consume 1,000 sulfuric acid per second. So it's going to consume half of my entire sulfuric acid production up here. And I'm going to need 100 per second fluoride ore. But I don't think I'm going to need 1,000 per second hydrofluoric acid. If I do, this is 600 per second is going to consume 60. So, yeah, so this process will produce 600 per second fluoride ore. Or hydrofluoric acid. We're going to produce sulfuric wastewater at 1,500 per second. That can get connected into this system over here. Just because. Or I could use that to make more sulfuric acid. Nitric wastewater basically just is going to get dumped. Geodes, crushed stone. All the typical things. But we're going to need a steatite ore and rubite ore mine. Which we need like 50 per second sulfuric acid and 50 per second nitric acid, which I can handle, no problem. Not an issue at all. So, I went ahead and worked on extending this rail line even further north. Because there is a steatite mine right here that I can set up for. There is also a fairly large multi-phase oil deposit right about there that I can use as well. Oh yeah, got all this extra wood. So, we can definitely have a loading area here for the steatite and the multi-phase oil. I'm also going to want to build a new train refueling area up here somewhere. But I'll probably be doing that. Let's see, that's 28,000%. This one is 18,000%. Okay. Yeah. We can grab both of those. Here is rubite ore. There's actually 2 deposits there. There's another rubite deposit there, another rubite deposit there. There's also a pretty nice rubite deposit right there. And landfilling to get the rail over there would not be hard. How many mines am I going to need? 4 mines, 4 drills. 4 drills is easy. I got plenty of room there for 4 drills. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is make a T-junction here. And bring that across, landfill through here, so that I can kind of bring the rail like up here and then across here. Maybe just landfill across all of these, because this is going to be too much of a pain in the butt to snake the train through there. I mean, it's possible, but it's going to just be annoying. Be much easier to just run the landfill. I mean, I have the stuff. It's just going to be a matter of also getting coverage for the logistic network. That's going to be a fairly large project. But there is one concern that I have right now, which is what we're going to work on here for a few minutes before I kind of wrap things up. I don't think we're going to be doing much building here on this episode. But, you know, I am going to get some work done, because if I start mining here, mines produce significant amounts of pollution, right? When they're running at full speed, they produce quite a bit of pollution. See, like this mining area here is producing a lot of pollution. This mining area down here produces a significant amount of pollution. And pollution spreads pretty far across water. So I'm worried, because there's not a lot of trees here to the north of this mine, that pollution is going to spread across the water from the mine and might start getting these bugs up here angry. So I'm going to do a little bit more clearing of bugs up towards this direction. Hold on just a moment. It occurs to me that I had the volume of the game turned down. When you're clearing bugs, it tends to get rather noisy. And I do tend to like to watch YouTube videos and listen to music while I'm playing Factorio on my own. Saying there's still something down here. Oh, those guys. Oh, okay. There was one nest that got missed. Alright, let's kill this group. That's a big sapphire deposit. And a big bobmonium deposit. That could be nice. Oh well. It's a thought. I'd have to do a lot more clearing if I were going to use those. But I should have sufficient amounts for what I need. Now, those really shouldn't be a problem over there, but you know what? I'm up here. Let's go clear them. Okay. If you're curious about my equipment, this is what I'm currently running on my Power Armor Mark V. I have 4 portable fusion reactor Mark IVs. I have, how many is this? 20 personal laser defense Mark VIs. My 2 roboports, my night vision, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 energy shield Mark VIs, 6 battery Mark VIs, a whole bunch of portable solar panel Mark IVs, and my exoskeleton equipment Mark IIIs. Yes, Mark IIIs. I have Mark IIs as well, but I've been getting by with the Mark IIIs. They haven't really been causing me too much trouble. And the extra speed from them is pretty nice. Alright, so that's all clear. And I guess we could do some construction here. Getting this mine up and running would be nice. I would need 3 loading areas. Well, for one thing, where does the current logistics network cover? Okay, this whole area here. That's good. So let's go ahead and get the bots out here to clear this stuff out. They should be in the area. Alright, I want to throw a T-junction in here. So let's pull out those signals right there. Oh, we got this. Okay. Do I need any parking? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to have anybody up here gathering ore. I will probably need parking for the actual ore purification because the actual purified ores are used for a bunch of stuff. So, especially catalysts. Hopefully that lines up. Ah, there we go. And it did. I judged right. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so that's going to deliver the sulfuric acid, right? And then we're going to have someone with the oil. And then the ore. And this particular stereotype mine get rid of those trees. Alright, so yeah, this particular stereotype mine, I think, is going to be primarily for this project. We have stereotype out here that we're going to use for the other thing. So yeah, this mine is going to be for the fluorite production only. Alright, so this is going to be the mighty spoon. No. Fluorite production stereotype mine. Fluorite production, I probably want to call that fluorite production north. UO, not OU. Okay. Fluorite production north. UO. There we go. And you're going to need substations for power. Yes, good. No. Hold on. That goes over there. This is going to be, sulfuric acid. Yeah. Because the other one's going to be nitric acid. Right. And for whatever reason, I'm making all of these stops and trains blue for this new area. Why? I don't know. To distinguish them from the rest of the train network? Maybe. That's as good an explanation as any. Yeah, we're definitely going to need a new refueling station here, but I got to get a refinery going first. That's going to be the kind of the next thing after getting all the acids up and running. Inactivity. Go grab sulfuric acid north. Sulfuric acid north. That's what I am calling it, right? Sulfuric acid north. Coke north, sulfuric acid north, yes. Sulfuric acid north, inventory full, and then bring it over here to fluorite production north. Sulfuric acid, inventory empty. Do it. Alright, and then how many of these mines am I going to need? 3. I'll make 4, because why not? It balances things out nicer. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that needs to be put on infinite. Infinite. Let's see. Nope. Well, that'll be a nice way of loading. There you go. One of these is fine. One, two, three, four. Get rid of that. Configure these for the right ore. Steer tight. Steer tight. There we go. And this is going to be multi-phase oil. North Alpha. And that's going to be those guys right there. We'll get to that in a moment. Well, it depends on how we're doing for time. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be all I need. That should be all I need. I'll put down the substation anyway. Because we might put in more. No, we don't need that there. Ah, and we got our delivery. Good. And if I just come down here to check, who got pulled from? You did. Which means that you guys should be running. It is, but it's dependent on these to make the right amount of purified water. Yeah, so when you draw off of it, it takes a little bit for it to kind of accelerate up. Because it's got to start drawing on these to get these to start pulling some purified water, pulling some, some wastewater to start producing some purified water, which then increases the production output here. This guy still needs some more. So there's a bit of a ramp up period. I might resolve that at some point. It's not going to be too hard. It's just adding in more boilers would take care of the problem. But it should be alright. Alright, let's get these guys plumbed in, and then I think we'll call it a day here. No, not that one. That one. Because this should have my little pipe deal in here somewhere. They are. That's basically filling a full belt. Excellent. Alright, well, yeah, we'll call that a day there. And then I will continue to work on this project on my own as before. Ooh, 40 of the, no, I have to put, I had to put modules in there to figure out what they're going to need. I just needed to know how many mines I was going to have to build to feed this thing. Then I'm going to have to build a crystal catalyst to supply this. So that's going to be a thing. I have to figure out how much of this I'm going to need. So I kind of sorted out some of the math there, so hopefully I'll be able to sort that out once I figure out where I'm actually going to be building this thing. The mines are the first project. All right, so we'll go ahead, stop here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.